Oh, well, righty then. All right. Well, as always, good to see you guys. You do it. I hear and see you, or I see and hear you. That is a good thing. I'm very fresh at this whole live streaming setup, pre-recorded, and in video. I've got a weird smiley face thing with something I can't even read because this computer is slow. But hey, guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about Bloom. Look at that, Bloom, and look at that, Bloom, boom, Bloom. Hire me. You know, this would be a totally great experience for both of us. So anyway, we have a really great show for you guys today. Seriously, great show. We're going to be talking about hardware. It's what it is. It's soft close tip-on. So in case you have no idea what that is and what that means to you, it should mean everything. So say you want a handleless kitchen cabinet that says Bloom on it, and it's just a piece of wood right here for the drawer front. But say you don't want handles on it, but you want that soft close. You know what that soft close is. Let me show you guys a normal soft close drawer slide by Bloom right here. You know, this goes into the drawer. What happens is you open that thing, it's nice and smooth, feels like butter. And then you're mad, you know, you're just angry, and you slam drawers and doors. You slam it, and as you can see, look at that motion, very soft. Problem is, in the past, no other company, you can't, you know, they have the tip on, and you could push the drawer, push it, and it'll pop open about an inch, and that's it. And then you slide it the rest of the way, you put your stuff back, and then you close it, but you got to actually push it and let it catch. What Bloom did was put the best of both worlds. So you push it, it opens. You close it, and it soft closes automatically all by itself. The only slight issue is this is a really small cabinet. This is not recommended, but this is probably like a 12-inch cabinet, which is really tiny. And it would be nice to have a little more room and a bigger, heavier cabinet, but we work with what we got. So, oh yeah, OBN is present. Yeah, OBN, he has his own network. Owen Video, in case you guys don't know who Owen Video is, you should follow him. He's the one with the little red profile on that face. That guy's on the news. That guy, he's everywhere. Like, seriously, he's all over the internet, and it's pretty, you know, it's pretty remarkable. But before we get started talking about the Blum Movento, which is probably the coolest thing since like sliced bread, my twin brother, which I promised, he's actually in town in Chicago today, and he called me up and said, hey, I'd love to just like talk about the weather. So let's have a weather update with my twin brother live right here in Chicago. Take it, Jason. Other Jason, maybe? Thanks, Jason. Here in Chicago, it's snowing. It's April. It's spring. It's snowing. Back to you, Jason. Well, thank you very much, Jason, other Jason, for that weather update. That's just too bad. We're waiting for spring, crossing our fingers, all that good stuff. It's gonna come eventually. Well, you know, let me just show you guys what we got here. All right, so here is a mock-up drawer. Don't mind the type on. Really good glue, by the way, and the router here. But okay, so here's the drawer. So all I have to do is, you know, it's a little shaky, so just bear with me here. This is a last second little live setup right here. You push it, you let go, it opens. Now look at that. I get all my stuff. I get my forks, I get my spoons, I get whatever I put in my drawer. Now I'm gonna have to hold this a little bit because it's not mounted to a wall or anything. And then I just close it. And then look at that, soft close. Now that is remarkable. There's two forces working against each other. It's the bring me back, let me go feature. But seriously, you just sit here, you push it, it opens up. You just pull out your stuff, you know, all that good stuff. Then you slam it closed. And that is it. Like, you can be as mad as you want at the world. Movento solves that issue. So how does it work, you might ask? Well, let me show you. I'm going to pull this apart here. And we're going to go into greater detail. See these little things right here? This is how you get the drawer out. You push both of these at the same time. And then you pull, and that's it. Now look at the mechanism that is involved in this. It seems quite overwhelming at first. And believe me, it kind of is. But there's so many things going on here. You have adjustments right here. these little orange thingies right here, the dial, they bring how far you want the drawer to come out and how much cushion you need when you're pushing. So, you know, if all you guys in the audience are cushion when you're pushing, you know what I'm saying. You need to be able to adjust that drawer front in and out. You've got the up and down feature, obviously, right here. And then that brings the drawer front up and down to rack it. If you guys know what I am discussing here and talking. I'm going to rotate the camera because our new top view, we're just going to go over here. So look at that, behind the scenes, look at that. We got a torch, we got all kinds of cool, oh, we got the stream, we got, wow, that is too much detail for you guys, but you know what? It's all good, we're family. I need that for my wife. Oh yeah, you do it, absolutely. If your wife likes to slam stuff, this is the product, and the links are in the description for all you guys. Renaissance Man, I don't see the likeness. You must be maternal twin. The same name is confusing. Yeah, honestly, it was not supposed to be the same name, but I forgot to change it. But just between us, you know, he's a really good guy, my brother. Actually, my real brother in real life, his name is Chad. And if you're watching Chad, which you're probably not, he's in the oil industry. He flies all over the place, so he's rarely on the internet. But when he is, he's in another country. So anyhow, so this is just a drawer box. This is a normal one. I just made this just for kind of demonstration. But this is how I build most of my drawer boxes, if you can see right here. Just a 1/2-inch Baltic birch. Totally a good product. Like, I love it, love it. I don't put drawer fronts that say Blum on them and just like plywood. But for what we have, this is what we're working with. So no dovetail. I do dovetail occasionally, and that's only by special request because this Baltic birch is phenomenal. It comes from Russia, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. They ice over the lake, and then they can harvest the material, the Baltic birch, and then bring it back in town. Renaissance Man, if those hinges existed when I was a kid, I would have never known when my mom was... Exactly. We're changing the world here, you know. The internet's changing. Times are changing. The hardware's changing. But so now these are really cool. These are just for the Momentos. Jeez, it sounds like I want to say that candy. These are just for this setup for the I can't even think of the word now. Jeez Louise. Well, we're just gonna keep that as I can't even look at the title moment video because it's not on there. For this new Blum tip-on Movento. There it is. It came to me. These are different clips. The normal clips are right over here. Let me grab those. Forgive me for this not set-upness. So this is your normal clip. Well, the normal clip to me. It's got the side-to-side adjustment, so I can actually adjust this drawer when it's sitting. Because a lot of time I do inset, so that means the cabinet is face frame and everything's flush. So I want as much adjustability as possible. So normally this is for the non-Moventos. You could bring your up and down here and bring it to rack it up and down. This is left and right, so I could actually make this drawer move left and right inside the cabinet. And then the back side, I can actually do the same thing. I could bring the drawer slide up, which will bring the back side of the cabinet up to make it all clear and beautiful. Bring it back down, and I can also rotate this little piece here, and that'll bring it left and right to adjust to what I did to the front. So 6-way adjustability is mind-blowing. But they changed it up here with the Movento. See, Mentos. It feels like a Mentos commercial. Mentos. You remember those Mentos commercials? Those are totally rad. All right, so they shrunk it up a little bit. So as you can see, this is the same one. You need a left and a right. They're all left and right only. You know, there's no left, same. You know, it's not universal. It's a lot wider. But that's to, you know, make up for all the moving parts and everything that we have. And of course, all that holds it in the back are these little tiny holes right here. So all you do is drill those out. So if you're, this is for all the Blum undermount slides, soft close or not, or Moventos or not. You could buy this from Blum. I don't have it in the description, but I need to because this thing is a lifesaver. You get a 6mm bit. You get a depth stop, which is great. You just throw your drawers. Whoa, now you just throw your drawer. Let's see. Let's rotate that up just a hair. You set your drawer box down. This whole piece has all the little, you know, components. It sits right here. You push it to the right. You get your drill. You go right in there, and it stops it. You come back out. You blow on it, because that's what all professionals do. And then you move to the left side. It's totally amazing. It's actually a really cool deal, and it's for all Blum products. So, you know, that's how we roll here at Blum. Let's check it out. You do it. I'm so buying these when I make my cabinets. Absolutely. If you want handleless, way to go. If you want handles, I wouldn't even worry about the push tip-on technology and just get the normal soft close that they make. It's totally nice. It's probably half the price. These run up anywhere, I don't know, these are up in the 50 and higher by the time you buy all the parts, which I will show you right now. All the parts that you need. Inset drawers, they definitely aren't easy to do. Well, they're the same thing, I guess, technically, when you're looking at this right here. It's just, and yeah, I mean, they're a little more time. You got to square. You got to have everything squared up. But, you know, you just take a little 16th off, a heavy 16th, all the way around. And that way, a little expansion here and there happens. No big deal. Then you bring everything back a hair, 3/4 of an inch, the thickness of your fronts, and then boom, you're in town. But you could charge more for it, so that's a plus. So now, what do you exactly need for the Moventos by Blum? Well, now you can see it comes with this little gray part already attached to it. So I'll show you there. So when you get it from the box, out of the box, you can't push it back. There is no pushback. It does open, it does slide out. You do slam it, it does have the soft close already there. But you need more parts. And that's okay, because what they did was they did the impossible. You get this box, which should be in the links as well, and it comes with two things. It comes with a left and a right. Gosh knows what part, you know, these are, what numbers, I don't know, but you get these. I'll show you how to put those on. And so this is going to be an instruction guide. And then you get these things. Like, what are these things exactly? I honestly just opened these up about an hour ago, so we're learning together. So these things are what drives the deal as far as making it go backwards to be able to push it and then give it that, you know, shoot it out momentum. And these work along with it. So now they're all right and left made. So you have to like really look at it. There's an R, if you guys can see there, R. This is a right drawer slide, R. So when you're looking at the cabinet, it's the right side. So what you do here is we're going to take our time and kind of go through this together. Now, if you look at it and we put them like that, this says top. So top means top, like literally top, top, top. You know, this is the top of the drawer, the way it goes in, the drawer slide. But it's the bottom of the drawer, so don't get confused. So top. And then what you do is you just set it up. You'll feel it kind of get into a groove here. And then you can see, I don't know if the camera's doing anything there. There's a hole, and it'll slide in. So I felt it. It kind of went in there. And then I push. And don't ask me to do that again because I don't know how to take it back out. And it locks in. So it locks in with this little deal right here. There's like kind of a little bubble deal. And then now we're in. So are we done? No. One more step. Now we're going to find our right with this one. Now this is your other piece. Now what I find is easier. You just slide the drawer open. And you can do this before or after the drawer slides are in. No big deal. And then you're going to find this piece. And there's all these little numbers and stuff on it. And there's this little... You just find where it lines up. And now here, this looks like a slot. I'm going to say, yeah, that's where it goes. So you just, nope. That's the slot it goes in right there. So it's a little circle dealio. It goes in. You'll feel it. It rotates. And these are in the instructions that come with it. It's just pictures because it's written in like Netherlands or whatnot. And I have no idea. And then it goes and you can see it all lines up. And then you just push it and it clicks. So this was the most confusing part, I think, of everything because they're manuals. Blum. Work on your manuals, or just hire me to make videos and show you exactly how to do instructional videos on your products because they're written in like total different language. So now you're just going to get this little piece right there. It's got a little ball circle right there. You're going to slide that into there. You're going to feel it kind of rock in motion. It's not in yet. You know, it just goes. And then here's the magic. And then it goes, there's a little clip there. And boom, it clips in. That's in there. You're going to have an instruction manual on how to take it out. Now what that's going to do is that's going to bring it up to this part and make this part activate, which has so much adjustability, which we could talk about as well. And so when I'm pushing it in and then locking it in, there it is. We're now activated. So when I push that drawer slide in, it shoots out. So let's do that again. So we push it in, it's all done. So if the drawer is all put together, I'm going to push that drawer and then boom, it releases it. And normally, you know, with the weight, so we're going to close it, soft closes, and then now we push it, and boom, it shoots out. So this right here moves the piece in and out. So it will adjust for when your drawer front is on. Let's just show you guys here. And then also how to put it on is just like all the other ones. When you slide it in the cabinet, it just slides in until, and then that's the only thing you have to make sure that gets lined up, which is your little hole in the back. And then the front locks in, and that's your locking device. So now we're locked in. This would be bolted to the cabinet, obviously, and we're ready to go. So this drawer slide would come out, after I push it, and then go in and then soft close the rest of the way. So we push and go. So now, if I could show you guys, because I don't have enough camera angles here, let's see if we can do it with the weight of it. So if I rotate this, you could see very carefully here. Let me try that angle. So I'm spinning this. I'm bringing this mechanism, the drawer slide, backwards, which is giving me a lot more positioning and more play of how far I can push that for it to open. So then if I go the opposite way, you can see it is closing up and see it's getting closer to the drawer front. So many adjustments that you can make with these once you figure out everything you need and you put it together, and you can make a kitchen of your dreams, perfect for like laminated kitchens or anything with just really clean lines. You don't want handles. You don't want to rub into handles. You don't want to touch handles. This is just really cool because you just push, pop, boom, it opens. Renaissance man. And nothing cool is cheap. I found I've gotten older. Mansions, Lamborghinis. Yeah, the Hamptons. Yeah, nothing's cheap. Absolutely. You do it. It looks awesome. My son wants to go for me. Wants to go where? Or you guys might be talking. Wants to go for me. I wish it was this guy that thought up the design. I know he's sleeping through the mechanical engineering close harbor. Yeah, I thought of this honestly like a long time ago, but I couldn't figure out the design part. But I knew it was going to happen, and I have like some really cool inside people that are with the Blum company, but they don't pay me money or anything like that. And they were saying this technology was available. They were just trying to narrow it down to, hey, how can we actually make this perform really well? Because as you can see, the smaller drawer, when you push it, you need a little weight. Once you fill up that drawer, these work off a weight. Like, you don't have to push it so hard for it to automatically catch, because there is a catch there, and so you have to have enough momentum, to get it to, recharge. So it's like kinetic potential energy type deal. So you have to have something recharge it. Smaller light drawers, you'll slam it, or you don't slam it, but if you close it too soft, it will just kind of spring back and come back open on you. So that's the only thing that you just need the right weight. You need it in the right place. Anything over 12 inches is good. So just don't go doing it on some tiny drawer, because you might not be as excited because it won't close as easy. But it still will work. So that's the only thing that I can see as far as a deal breaker, I guess. Mechanic and yeah, that mechanic engineering. I think my dad was a mechanical engineer. So yeah, that's pretty fun. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, and Renaissance man, you are here. So guess what that means? We have the Mafel jigsaw just for you. I didn't even clean it. I grabbed it. I found it. But here, we'll do a real quick tool review just for you, Renaissance man, if you're still there. I hope so, because I'm so excited that you were here, and we've been talking about this thing all week, and you're about to buy one, and I get no money for it. So don't even worry. I'm not even, that's not why I'm out for it. This tool is freaking awesome. So if you've seen like on the videos, I haven't even messed with this in so long. The ultimate jigsaw. Mine obviously just came with one base. And see, look at that. You hit a switch and it comes off. And look at this thing. There's no... I'm making all these fart noises with the cord. There's no bearing on there. Everything is on the inside of this jigsaw. So if you guys know what a jigsaw is and how it normally works, normally there's two balls right here. No, oh, that just sounded weird. There's two bearings here, or a bearing that this guides and goes up and down on. Whereas this one, no. The cool part about this is I could bring it all the way out to the front right there and flush cut something. So if I have to go really close to like a windowsill or like the end of a cabinet, boom, that blade comes back, and then I can go all the way normal. And that blade sits there as well. But the most coolest feature of this jigsaw of all is you flip the switch, you take your little T-shank bit out, you can flip it and spin it around and then shove it right back in there and then close it up. You're ready to cut backwards. You try cutting like this, you ain't cutting anything. But this is great for underneath cutting, and actually I watched the video after looking up that you were interested into it. You can cut... It's actually, I figured out why would you want to cut upside down on something. And then actually it is a really smart idea that they did. And I haven't even used this feature. Hold on, let me grab some wood here. Whoa, that's just wood. So if you're cutting, and you want to see the line that you're cutting, it's actually pretty cool. Because I don't have a pencil, so I can't draw a line. And I'm not going to plug this in and cut because, no. So you draw a line, you can literally cut and watch and follow that line underneath, which is great. But the other thing that's really cool, which I've never thought of, and I saw the video, I was just amazed. Say you wanted to cut like, a little hole or something on the edge right here. you know, something circular and you just want to clip the corners. Now, if you have it normal and the blade's facing normal, you have nowhere to start, right? You're just like, you're all over the place. You know, most of the weight of the jigsaw is just floating. And most likely you're not going to cut square and straight. But when you flip it, you just turned all the momentum underneath the board and all of the support is there. And now I can totally cut a nice little, you know, circle out of here on the outside or an inside corner. Like, when I watched that video, I was like, mind blown, Mafel. Thank you. Like, seriously, that was the whole reason you cut it backwards. I mean, other than there's a few other ones, I'm sure. But that video changed my life. Like, I would have ordered it just because of that if I would have saw that video, but I ordered it just because it's totally awesome. And, yeah, so then this is just the 110 volt or whatnot, you know, so just make sure the plug looks, obviously, and it's a really long plug. Look how long this cord is. This cord is super cool. I love that blade switch. Yeah, the blade switch, and the other thing is, so it's just, yeah, you just get, it's a normal 2-prong. You want to make sure that, you know, especially if you're buying it from the UK, I'd be kind of worried, just in case, because some of their plugs are funky. But maybe you can get like a UK to America switch. But the cool part about this is, is that you could do a double thick blade. So this is just a single. Gosh, I wish I had the box of these. So this is a single. What Mafel offers is actually, I think it is Bosch blades, but they're 2 blades welded together. So if you're wanting to do like timber cutting or anything like super heavy and thick, you got the strength and you can go real long on this. It almost turns it into like the most amazing sawzall in the world, but not really. I don't even want to say that in the same sentence. But if you can imagine the reach of a sawzall, you just turn your jigsaw into that. These are made for timber cutting, like for log homes. Timberwolf, I think .com or Timberwolf something is who sells these. The only place in America that I know of that sells them, because you have to go to, you know, overseas to buy them normally. But a double thick blade is like, holy smokes. You know, this is a really tiny one. This is, I think I was cutting like electrical outlets in the back of a cabinet or a 1/4 inch. But seriously, like double thick blade, holy smokes. And you go a few inches long, you can cut pretty good. It's totally nice. Oh, double blade, getting to reciprocating saw level. Yeah. No, I think reciprocating saw levels here, and then this jigsaw just went over, and you know. But if it was a Festool, it went oop, and it bounced off the reciprocating saw. Then it just kept going up, and then people with like that love Festool, just kept buying it. But yeah, so that is cool. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot about the Movento by Blum. If so, give us a smash that like button, as Owen Media. I'm gonna change his name because it should be Owen Media would say. And be sure to give us a follow, share it on Twitter. Definitely awesome hanging out with you guys. You do it, Renaissance Man. And Owen video for like 2 seconds. That guy is so popular. Like he just, oh no, he's got like 4 kids like I do, except here we're way late, so it's like they're all sleeping right now. Tucked him in right before this. 8:30 was bedtime. I had to go get some water for him. So they're all okay. And there's my lovely wife's in there too watching them, so don't think they're just out in the house by themselves. No, they're not. So but I did get the lamp lady. So we have the lamp lady video queued up for the ending, and it's really fun. It's our neighbor Jan Chess. She's a lamp connoisseur, and my daughter took a lamp over there in case you guys see it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and tuning in, and have a great week for sure. It's Sunday, Monday's tomorrow. It's a brand new day, and it's gonna be totally rad. So see you guys later. Oh hey, what brings you here, Izzy?
Well, I've got this old garbage lamp, so
Oh.
we're gonna talk about it.
Oh wow, that's a beauty. So what questions do you have about it?
So I was wondering who was the owner before.
Oh, that's a very good question. Did you notice it has a crack right here? So what else can I tell you about this lamp, Izzy?
So how old is the lamp?
Oh, when did you get it?
Yesterday.
Well, it's at least a day old, isn't it?
Why are you Irish?
I don't know. Yes, Mr. Renaissance Man. Other blades, I saw you ask that question, so I'm not going to cut it off just yet, are the Bosch. Bosch blades, I actually really like them a whole lot. This one, actually, it's a really good blade. It's the T119BO, and it's for smaller. It's like a really fine, if you can see that, it's really good for like 1/4 inch and stuff like that. But A lot of the Bosch T shanks I'm really excited about. I really enjoy using them. It's the only brand I've actually used for the most part, except the Mafel ones that came with it, which were really nice. But highly, highly recommend any of the Bosch that you guys can find online for sure, because it's like the best, I think, for sure. So, wait, I have more. Okay, well, hey, well, all right. I will not hit that stop button. What more questions?